Hello, I'm David Miller from Denver, Colorado. After working the last 45 years in the labor-intense field of plumbing and pipe fitting, I'm ready to move on to the next chapter of my life in retirement as an international marketing consultant. This is an exciting time in the life to be a baby boomer that entertains a second career. I discovered a fine online marketing company by the name of MOBE, which stands for My Own Business Education. In an email I had received, I actually got several emails from various marketing entrepreneurs, and after checking them all, my attention went back to MOBE, which not only promotes marketing, but marketing education as well. The man at the center of MOBE is a very energetic and driven young man by the name of Matt Lloyd. Mr. Lloyd has shown his commitment and dedication to online marketing education by producing excellent training materials, a knowledgeable support staff, skilled coaches, a low-pressure but highly effective sales team, and live event training at world-class resorts like the one I'm attending at the Sheraton in the Canary Islands. Through his determination, MOBE has generated over $100 million in sales from a meager beginning 5 or 6 years ago to the present day. Matt's success is shared with affiliates by giving extreme value in all of his programs and positioning with various affiliate levels. Affiliates are rewarded in relation to their positioning with generous commissions for sales. With proper application of educational training available, you can scale your income to your needs. Depending on your work ethic, incomes of 6 or 7 figures are achievable. I once heard a person give a one-word why for using online marketing, and that word is power. This power gives you control over your life, where you can work from anywhere in the world, that there is an internet service, work with like-minded successful people, leverage marketing skills while continuing your marketing education, and best of all, produce an income of abundance. The MOBE team is very supportive and wants you to just get it before joining. This invitation is not just about making money online, but choices and life relationships. This is my retirement life choice. I'm extending this invitation to you to join me in learning a new life skill that can bring profit and reward into your life. Click on the button below to start your journey. If you have any questions, reach out to me or MOBE. We're here to help.
Hi guys, today I'll be sharing to you my experience in taking the Canadian citizenship exam. Actually, with my own exam, I did great. I got a perfect score of 20 out of 20. And for you to pass the exam, you just need actually 15 correct answer out of 20 questions. And I feel the obligation to share to you my studying technique and also the strategy I employed during the exam. So to begin with, you will actually get an invitation coming from the Canadian Embassy. So it's coming from the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada. So this is the email. So when you open it, it will give you a detailed information of the date, the time, and the details of your appointment. And also it will give you an advice that you need to come early during your citizenship test. You need to come to the test location at least an hour of your exam. And if you scroll down on the email, you will see right here a document attached to it. So when you open the document, this will show you your information of your test date. So basically there is this date, the time, and also your test location. So I suggest that you need to recon on your test location so that you will be confident and you will not get rattled during your test date. And when you scroll down on this document right here, it will give you this information that you need to print out this particular invitation, because they need this one. Just have a proof that you're really invited to take the exam. And also they need you to bring 2 pieces of personal identification. So these are the IDs that you use in filling up the application form for the citizenship. So they need an ID with a signature and the other one just your picture. And they need also an original document regarding your passport. You need also to bring your permanent resident card. And on this particular notice, there is this link. This will route you through the Canadian government website, this www.cic.gc.ca. So when we click on this link, this will open up a new page, and what I've said, it will route you through the Government of Canada website. and this will bring you directly to the study guide, which is the Discover Canada, the Rights and Responsibility of Citizenship. Before, back in 2012, when my sister took this Canadian citizenship exam, they actually received a physical copy of the study guide, which is this one. So the version of this one is 2011. Right now, what they have online is the version is 2012, but it's just the same. It's just only a page that is different about inspirational quotes, but that's not included in the exam, so no need to worry. Right now, they're no longer sending you new copy or a physical copy of Discover Canada, because I'm thinking there's saving paper. Instead, they just want you to go online and access this document right here for you to study. And there's also a big difference back then and now, because back then you will be given at least 6 months to prepare for the exam, but right now just only 2 weeks, so you need to hurry up and study the guide so that you can pass. Okay, first of all, the reason why I got a perfect score, because I really prepared. I studied the guide for at least 4 times. I read the guide at least 4 times, and every time I read the guide, I did something different. Like for example, the first time when I read the guide, I actually just read it in a fast pace. The guide is not that too long. You can actually just read it half a day, and then it's just easy to understand. Maybe just only the part of the history, because there's a lot of names, also dates involved, that really for me it's difficult because you need to remember it. But unfortunately, those information or those names and dates not really that came out from the exam, so I'm quite disappointed on that part. But it's good to know, because that's the main reason why you're studying this guide, because you want to learn the history of Canada, and that's part of becoming a citizenship that you need to know about that one. Okay, so if you are on this website right here, you do have two options actually to access the this particular study guide. You can just read it online, or you can download the PDF form of it. So let's do the PDF form, because it looks like this study guide in here, so almost the same. Okay, so let me show you that one. Okay, so this study guide consists of 64 pages, but you just need to study starting on page 8 to page 53. So most of the question that will come out on your exam actually just here in the study guide, so you don't need to look everywhere to find the answer or any document that you will study on. You need some documents that you can ask in the library, but I'll be discussing about that one later. So I'll be walking you through with the information inside the study guide. Unfortunately, I cannot really discuss to you the exact questions and answer that came out on my exam, because I'm prohibited in doing that one, because there is this Information and Privacy Act that protecting all government properties, and those questions that came out on the exam, on my exam, I mean, those are government properties. And again, if I will divulge the information, it's a criminal thing, and I can go in prison for that one. So as much as possible, I will not talk about what really came out of my exam, but I can give you an idea on which part of the study guide that you need really to study and focus on. And also, if I will tell you those information, those things that came out of my exam, that will also compromise my own application for the Canadian citizenship. So basically, that's a big no-no. I will not inform you the exact question and answer that came out on my exam. Okay, so that's clear. So let me enlarge this one. Okay, I think that's good enough for you to see, guys. So basically, I will just go page by page here. Okay, So this is the oath of citizenship, so you can just read through it, and also this one right here, understanding the oath. So nothing significant on this one right here. So this is the message to our readers, so just read through it. So basically this will explain to you what is the study guide is all about, who are those taking this citizenship test exam. Basically ages between 18 to 54 years old are the test takers. So if you're not belong on this age group, you're good to go. You can just receive your citizenship certificate without hassle. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, sorry. And okay, this one's just picture. Okay, so applying for citizenship, so you just read through it, and there is also an information right here. So after the test, what you will going to do. So basically, you will attend a ceremony, you will take your oath of citizenship, sign out a form, and then you receive your Canadian citizenship certificate. Okay, to continue. Okay, so you will start your reading on page 8, so rights and responsibility of citizenship. So this is really important, guys. You need really to read this page until page 9. So these two pages right here, 8 and 9, you really need to understand this one. Because you opted to become a Canadian citizenship, so you need to know your rights and responsibilities, and also your freedom once you become a Canadian citizen. Okay, so just read through it, this particular paragraph in here. Okay. Okay, you need this one as well. You need to read this paragraph right here. There's a question that came up from this paragraph. Okay, so you need to read that one. Who we are. So you need to know at least who are the founding fathers of the Canadians. These are the Aboriginal, French, and British. So you need to read on this part right here. You need to know what are those Aboriginal peoples, because there are three kind of Aboriginal peoples: the Indians, the Inuit, and the Métis. So just read through it. You need to know what's the difference of this Aboriginal people. This one you just need to read this one right here. Nothing significant. Also becoming Canadian. Yeah, nothing significant on this one right here. Diversity in Canada, nothing significant. Just read through it. Okay, I'm not telling you that if I say not significant, it will not come up in your exam, because I don't know when and where you're taking your exam. There might be changes on what came out on my exam and on the exam that you will be taking, because again, the time difference. And I know the government have under storage, they have a lot of questions, at least for their test takers to answer. So you might be getting a different set of questions, so it's better for you guys to really read the study guide pages by pages. But on this demonstration right now, in this video, I'll just be telling you what came out on my exam. So I'll just be telling you what you need to focus and study on. Okay, that's clear. Okay, Canada history. This one you just need to read through it. Nothing significant on this one. The first European, yeah, nothing significant on this one. Royal New France, province of Quebec. Nothing significant on this one right here. You just read through it. Okay, this one is really important, the beginnings of democracy. So you need really to read this paragraph right here in blue. There's a question that will come up from here. And also this abolition of slavery. You need also to read that one. This growing economy, nothing significant on this one right here. This one, the War of 1812, the fight for Canada. You really need and understand this one, guys. there is a question that will come up from here. So read this particular page. Rebellion of 1837 and 38. Nothing significant on this one. Okay, this two paragraph right here for responsible government and confederation. Read through it, understand. There's a question that would come out on this one right here, and this one just be familiarized this one, and also this expansion of dominion. You need to understand about this one. And Canadian first prime minister, nothing significant but good to know. Just read through it. Challenges in the West, nothing significant on that one. Okay, there's a question about this one as well, so you need to read this particular paragraph right here. A railway from sea to sea, moving westward. Okay, nothing significant on this one. The First World War, just read through it, nothing significant. Okay, this one, women get the vote. There's one question about this one, so read this particular paragraph. And also this one right here. Read this paragraph about the Remembrance Day. And this one right here, between the wars, just read through it, nothing significant on this one. Okay, the D-Day, nothing significant on this one. The Second World War, yeah, just read through it, nothing significant. Modern Canada, nothing significant on this one in here. Changing society, art and culture in Canada, nothing significant, but good to know and read it. Okay, so these are, let me see who are this one. Okay, these are famous people that give recognition in Canada, so you can read through it but nothing significant. Okay, this one, the Great Canadian Discovery and Invention, so you need to know the particular inventors and what they have invented. There's a question that will come up from here, so be familiarized with this one. Okay, how Canadians govern themselves. Okay, so you need to know at least the difference between a federal state, parliament, democracy, and a monarch, constitutional monarchy. So you need to read on this one right here, really put into your heart and understand what everything being written in here. You need also to know about this making laws. There's one question that will come out in here. Okay, the Canada system of government, you need also to know about this one. Okay, federal election. Okay, you need to read this paragraph right here for voting. There is a question that will come out regarding voting, secret ballot, after election. So basically page, what page is this one here? Page 30 to 32. You need to read all of this one right here and understand. Okay, this one, nothing significant about the levels of the government, but it's better to know about this one and read through it. Okay, this one, how much do you know about your government? So basically you need to ask for a copy. So you need to know your current leaders in the federal government, in provincial government, and in municipal government. So you can actually go to any public library. It's better it's within your area. So I actually asked this one because I'm living here near Burnaby area here in BC. So I asked a copy from the public library, and they usually give you a copy about it. So basically the information in here, these are current leaders right now serving our government. Okay, so you need to know who are this person. You can just get a copy from the library, guys. Okay, so that is for this particular page. So let's move forward. Okay, the justice system. Okay, just read through it, nothing significant on this one right here. Okay, about courts, police, and getting legal help. There is one question that will come out right here, so be prepared. Read this particular page right here. You need to know this one. And Canadian symbol, yeah, you need to read this one as well. There's one question about this one. Okay, popular sport, yeah, there's one question on this one. So read through it. Canada official language, this one, nothing significant, just be familiar with yourself on this one right here. Okay, national anthem. I really memorized all the words in here because I thought they will be asking about this one, and a question might be a fill in the blank, because I was informed with my sister when she took her citizenship exam back then in 2012. She got a question about the O Canada, and it's like a fill in the blank, but still in a multiple choice. But there are like, for example, letter A, and then there's a word in there, and then you need to choose. That's why I really memorize all the wordings on all Canada. But unfortunately, it did not came out on my exam. But it's good to know, right? I will be posting a link below this video because I actually created another video regarding O Canada, like how it sounds and how it's sung. There's also that Royal Anthem of Canada, so that's part of that video. So I will be including that one on the link. Okay. But again, who knows, it might came out in your exam, so better like memorize the wordings in here, and also you can sing this one because I think it's more easier for you to sing it, and then once you know the rhythm, it's just easy for you to memorize the wordings. Okay, that's it. Okay, for the Order of Canada and other honors, just read through it, nothing significant. This one, yeah, you need to really to read this, the Victoria Cross. You need to read who are the recipients, because one question came out from this one on my exam. So yeah, just read through it. National public holidays and other important dates. This is good to know, for your own sake as well, so that you know the public holidays. But unfortunately, it did not came out in my exam. So okay, so moving forward, Canada's economy, just read through it, nothing significant on this one right here. Okay, nothing significant. Okay, Canada's region. So at least you know the 5 regions of Canada, and you need to know the capital cities and also the provinces on each region. Okay, yeah, there's a question that will come out regarding this one, so you need to know. Okay, so just read through this Atlantic provinces. Just read through it. Central Canada, read through it. The prairies and the West Coast. And basically that's it. So everything I've said that you need to focus on and study on, be prepared on those particular pages and paragraphs, because there might be a question that will be coming out in your exam. For those I said like not significant, just read through it. It doesn't mean that it will not come out in your exam, because again, I don't know when are you taking your exam, and again, I know in the archives or in the storage of the Canadian Embassy, they have a lot of questions for the test takers for them to ask. So it's better really to be prepared. So what I can suggest really for you guys is to read this study guide pages to pages, and include those small information, like for this one right here, this read information. So you need to read that one as well, like the one in here on the side. So you need to know that one. Okay, because this is just only my opinion though. If you read really this study guide, not, let's say like not really by heart, but at least like you read it like 2 times or 3 times, that will really give you an advantage, because the question is just multiple choice, even though if you have not really memorized it. So once you read the questions and then find the answer, if you just read through it, you can find the right answer, guys. That's how simple it is. So that's what happened to me, because again, like, I read this study guide for 4 times, so I find the test easy. And hopefully you will also do that one. But I know, like, there are people that they have only limited time for 2 weeks. For you just have only 2 weeks to prepare for this exam. So that's why I can say, like, 2 to 3 times you read the study guides, I think you're already good to go. Okay, and don't worry, guys, because I actually wrote some documents, like Microsoft Word documents. I extract those important dates and also important persons, and this is the document right here. Okay, so let me just enlarge this one. Okay, so these are the important names. So basically, the names right here, they are chronological. So basically, like, for example, John Buchanan. So this is coming from the first page where I counted the name to the last one right here. And those names that doesn't have like a number to it, like for this one right here. Okay, this one, Bill Reed, they are not really that significant. You notice those information in red. These are the people in here. So they are not really that significant. So only those person with numbers in here, they are prominent, or they are, how do I say that one? They are the most, like the one being really shown on this study guide right here. So they're the one being discussed the most. That's what I'm trying to say. And you do have also right here the important dates. So I also extracted this one on the study guide. So just read through it. Okay, that's it. So I'll be putting a link below this video about this SlideShare document that I already uploaded. So when you click on the link, it will route you through this document. So just click on this download, because I'm allowing this one to be downloaded by anyone. So just download it so that you will have a copy, and then you can study on it. Okay, another thing, if you done with this guide right here, there is this test questions. I will show you this one right here. Let me just drink water. Okay, so where is that one? Okay, so here are this question right here, other questions. So basically, this is really good for you to these questions will really help you in preparing you for the exam. So I'm suggesting that you will answer this one by yourself. But if you don't have really a time, actually I already answered these questions, and I created also a Word document for it. So let me just so this is the one. Okay, so let me just show you this one right here. So basically I already answered those questions, and yeah, I already validated this one. My answers on all the questions are correct. So just read through it. It's good to know. And the same thing with the other document, you can download it. I'm allowing it for someone to download this document. So I'll be also putting the link below the video. Okay, so right now, since I'm done doing a walkthrough with the study guide, I would like to talk about my experience during the exam date. So I actually arrived early on the test location. I think that is an hour before my test time. So when I arrived right there, there were already a lot of people, and then that lady told me just to sit and wait for them to call us. And when they call us, they want us to prepare like an ID, and also that document that I showed to you earlier, like the invitation for you to take the exam, this one. So you need to prepare this one. And when I get into the room, like where you will take your exam, there are already seats in there, and you can actually sit everywhere. And I noticed that you can actually sit beside, because before, when my sister told me when she took her exam, they're actually one seat apart, and then they're giving like two different set of questions with their neighbors. So basically, you cannot copy to the other person, right? Because you do have a different set of questions. But right now, I noticed that they don't actually have a sets right now, so they just actually give those test questionnaires to all the test takers. So I'm thinking there's no more set, and you can set beside already with someone. So I don't see like we're seated one seat apart, but on my situation, I am seated a seat apart from my neighbor. So it's up to you if you would like to sit beside with someone during the exam. What else I need to share? Okay, so after the exam, they will request you to stay and then wait for your name to be called, and that's the time that I was interviewed and with an immigration officer, and that's also the time that I asked about if I can talk about my experience in a video, and she told me yes I can, but I cannot divulge the exact questions and answer that came out on the said exam. And during that interview, she will inform you the result of your exam. That's how I know that I got a perfect score. And after that one, she gave this piece of paper. I will show you this one. So basically, it will give you information about your oath taking. Since you passed, you will just wait for at least 3 to 5 months, and they will communicate with you through email. And if you fail, you have 4 to 8 weeks for another retest. And basically, there is also information right here that things that you need to bring during your citizenship ceremony. So you need to bring your immigration record of landing. So this is like a piece of paper that's it in your passport, and permanent resident card because you need to surrender your PR card, and a passport, a piece of personal personal identification bearing your picture and signature, like a driver's license or passport or provincial ID, and that's it. And what else I need to discuss to you? Okay. I want also to talk about my techniques in answering the multiple choice question. So actually, I'm using this one most of the time when I'm taking an exam. So before I submitted my my test paper, actually I reviewed it first and really double checking if my answer is correct or not. The whole test actually is a 30 minutes test, but I just finished it within 15 minutes. And actually, I finished it like around 10 minutes, and I reviewed for 5 minutes, so a total of 15. And I submitted my test paper to the proctor. Okay. And there is also one technique that I use as a strategy. I actually did cancellation. I don't know if you're using this kind of technique in your test taking. Cancellation is really good because it will give you a higher percentage of really getting the correct answer. So just eliminate those choices that for you is really wrong, and for example, at least like remain at least two correct answer that you think in your mind is the correct one, and then just choose from it. So that's cancellation. So you can also do that one on this exam. And another thing, another technique that I use is that I first answer all the questions that I know. I know also the answer, and I leave those questions that I have a hard time, because there are two questions that I'm not really sure of my answer. So I leave that one last, and then I just go back for it once I'm done with all the questions. And it's just only 20 items, guys. So a 30-minute time for a test, that's already long enough for a 30-minute items. And once again, for you really to pass, just prepare for the exam. Read the study guide. Everything I have shared to you, you can use that one. And if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. And if you do have questions, just leave your questions to me below. And have a great day, guys. Bye, guys.